Welcome to Triangulum Treks, Field Notes in Astrophysics. This episode from Julian Date 2461163 features some edge-on galaxies along with other things. Find more episodes on our Triangulum Trekker 33 YouTube channel. You can also find links to these videos on our website, triangulumtrekker33.com. I captured the images in this video with my Celestron Origin telescope on May 2nd, 2026 at the public night at the George Observatory, where I sometimes volunteer. The George Observatory, operated by the Houston Museum of Natural Science, is in Brazos Bend State Park in Needsville, Texas. Opinions expressed here are my own and do not represent views of the museum, my employer, or any organization in which I serve as a volunteer. We started the night by observing M104, that is Messier 104, the Sombrero Galaxy, in the constellation Virgo, low in the southeast at the time. M104 is a peculiar galaxy about 31 million light-years away, in a galaxy group off the southern edge of the Virgo supercluster. The Virgo supercluster itself contains the Virgo cluster and the local group. The local group in turn contains the Milky Way galaxy in which we reside and some other well-known relatively nearby galaxies, such as the Andromeda galaxy M31 and the Triangulum galaxy M33. So we are within the local group within the Virgo supercluster. M104 presents a nearly edge-on disk, so that we see a dust lane cutting across the galaxy. Yet, the Sombrero galaxy sports a massive halo, suggestive of a giant elliptical galaxy. M104, with its large bulge, features more than 1,000 globular clusters. For comparison, the Milky Way galaxy has a few more than 150 known globular clusters. The active galactic nucleus of M104 has a supermassive black hole, with a mass at least 1 billion times that of the Sun. It is the nearest billion solar mass black hole to us. Our second target, NGC 4631, nicknamed the Whale Galaxy for its shape, is also a nearly edge-on galaxy, about 30 million light-years away. It is a barred spiral galaxy, although its form is not readily discernible here. At the galaxy's center is a starburst, a region where many stars are forming, the most massive of which are erupting as supernovae, driving gas outside the galaxy plane. NGC 4627, a dwarf elliptical galaxy, is a companion to the Whale Galaxy. Next up is NGC 4565, also known as the Needle Galaxy, another edge-on spiral galaxy, this time about 39 million light-years away, in the Coma Berenices constellation. The Needle Galaxy is a member of the Coma 1 group, which is moving toward a merger with the Virgo supercluster. NGC 4565 is a barred spiral galaxy, more luminous than the Andromeda galaxy. You may have noticed one of the companions to NGC 4565, that is NGC 4562, a satellite galaxy that is similarly a barred spiral. We leave aside edge-on spiral galaxies for the moment and go to the heart of the Virgo cluster, to the supergiant elliptical galaxy, Virgo A, or Messier 87, about 53 million light-years distant. M87 has several trillion stars, and the active supermassive black hole at its center, by itself, has the mass of billions of suns. M87's black hole was the first to be imaged by the Event Horizon Telescope. The image was published in 2019. Extending from the galaxy core for at least 4,900 light-years is a collimated jet, with energetic electrons moving at relativistic speeds in a magnetic field. These relativistic charged particles emit what is called synchrotron radiation. Next up is NGC 2392 in the constellation Gemini. NGC 2392 is a mere 6,500 light-years away, hence in our neighborhood of the Milky Way galaxy. This is a planetary nebula. Planetary nebulae have nothing to do with planets. Many appear roundish in the sky, like planets, although unlike planets, they do not move with respect to the background stars. Planetary nebulae, rather, are ionized gas shells shed by late-phase red giants, which in turn evolve from stars with 1 to 8 solar masses, so a planetary nebula is in our Sun's distant future. A planetary nebula shell dissipates after tens of thousands of years, leaving behind the central star, now a white dwarf. Thus, the planetary nebulae we see are quite young in the scheme of things. We stay nearby to see a target a little more than 2,500 light-years away, Messier 67, an open cluster. An open cluster is a group of stars born together, that is, from the same molecular cloud, loosely gravitationally bound, and hence subject to dispersal into the surrounding region. M67 is a relatively old open cluster, estimated to have formed between 3.2 and 5 billion years ago. We return now to Edge-on spiral galaxies, specifically to NGC 3628, nicknamed the Hamburger Galaxy. NGC 3628 is about 35 million light-years away in the constellation Leo. The dust lane bisecting the galaxy reveals considerable detail amidst an X-shaped bulge, which may arise from interactions between this and the neighboring galaxies M65 and M66. Back in the Milky Way galaxy, but this time in the halo of the galaxy rather than the disk, we find one of its 150-plus globular clusters, M5, in Serpens, about 25,000 light-years away. A globular cluster is a gravitationally bound spheroidal cluster of metal-poor population 2 stars, generally more massive and older than open clusters. M5 has an estimated age greater than 10 billion years, about 10.62 gigayears. Our second last target is Messier 64, the Black Eye Galaxy, about 17 million light-years away, in Coma Berenices. The Black Eye moniker derives from the dark band of absorbing dust near the nucleus. M64 has a black hole of more than 8 million solar masses at its core. We conclude with Messier 60 and friends, some 55 million light-years distant, in Virgo. At the core of this elliptical galaxy is an inactive 4.5 billion solar mass black hole, one of the most massive known. You may have noted other galaxies in the image. Indeed, M60 is the dominant member of the M60 group, a subcluster of 4 galaxies within the Virgo cluster. In this image, we identify some of the brighter galaxies in the field. Going deeper, we can annotate many more galaxies in the field. There are galaxies visible in the image at the positions of most of, but not all of, the labels here. I hope you enjoyed this brief tour from a single observing session. More videos and images about the sky and the equipment I use are available at triangulumtrekker33.com. I've created a poster with images of all 110 objects in the modern-day version of the Messier catalog. This is available on Amazon. If there's sufficient interest in such posters, I will design some more addressing additional topics. Thanks for watching.